You are alone in the house. Every light is on. You have checked every room, every corner, every shadow that looked wrong. There is nobody there. And yet something in the back of your brain is absolutely certain something is watching you. You can feel it on the back of your neck, that slow, crawling certainty that eyes are on you right now. You cannot explain it. You cannot turn it off. And the reason it happens is far stranger than you think. Because that feeling did not evolve to protect you from ghosts. It evolved to protect you from something much more real. Your brain has a system, a dedicated, always running detection network whose only job is to find out if something is watching you. Scientists call it the hyperactive agency detection system. The word hyperactive is important. It does not mean your brain is broken. It means your brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do. And to understand why, you have to go back to a world where being watched had one meaning. Something was about to kill you. Imagine your ancestors standing in tall grass on an open plain 200,000 years ago. There is no sound. The birds have gone quiet. Something feels wrong. Your ancestor cannot see the predator, cannot hear it. But something in the environment has shifted and the brain has noticed before the conscious mind has caught up. The ones who felt that feeling and ignored it did not survive. The ones who felt it and moved did. That is why you are here. That crawling feeling on the back of your neck is not a malfunction. It is an inheritance. Psychologist Justin Barrett at Fuller Theological Seminary has studied this system extensively. His research describes the brain as a belief engine, constantly scanning for agents in the environment. An agent is anything that might have intentions. A predator has intentions. A rival human has intentions. A falling rock does not. Your brain learned very early to massively over-index on agents, to see them where they might not exist, because the cost of missing a real predator was death, and the cost of imagining one that was not there was just a moment of fear. False alarms were cheap, missed alarms were fatal, so your brain evolved to be wrong constantly in one direction, to see watchers everywhere, to feel observed even in empty rooms, even in the dark, even alone. This is why you feel eyes on you when you walk past a painting, why a mannequin in your peripheral vision makes your heart rate spike, why a stranger's photograph face down on a table still feels like it is watching. Your brain is not making a mistake. It is running a system that kept your ancestors alive for hundreds of thousands of years. But here is where it gets stranger. The feeling of being watched does not just happen in the dark. Research by Ilan Shrira at Loyola University, Chicago, found that people who feel observed actually behave differently. They become more cooperative, more honest, more careful. In studies where participants were placed in rooms with images of eyes on the wall, even cartoon eyes, they left more money in honesty boxes and cleaned up after themselves more reliably than those in rooms without eyes. Your behavior changes when you feel watched, even when you know nothing is there. The ancient system does not care what you know. It cares what it detects. And it is detecting something right now in that empty room. A creak from the floorboard. A shape in the shadows that is slightly wrong. A silence that feels too deliberate. Your brain is assembling fragments and arriving at a conclusion faster than your rational mind can intervene. Something is here. Neuroscientist Michael Graciano at Princeton University has researched the brain's awareness system and how it models the attention of others. His work suggests that your brain does not just track your own awareness, it runs a constant simulation of what other minds might be perceiving. It is always asking, what can see me right now? That question runs beneath every conscious thought. It is running right now as you watch this. It ran when your ancestors stood in the tall grass. It runs when you walk to your car at night. It runs when you are alone in a house with every light on and no reason to be afraid. The system cannot fully turn off. It was never built with an off switch. Because the one time in 100,000 years it gave you a false alarm did not matter. But the one time it was right and you ignored, it was the end of your line. So here is what is actually happening when you feel watched in an empty room. Your brain has detected something. A pattern in the environment that its ancient threat detection system has flagged. Maybe a sound, maybe a shadow, maybe nothing more than a statistical deviation from what the room usually feels like. and it has generated a response before you had any say in the matter. The hair rises, the attention sharpens, the eyes move to the corners of the room, not because you are irrational, because you are human, because somewhere in the deep architecture of your nervous system, survival was always more important than being right. Your ancestors did not need to be correct about the predator. They needed to be alive to find out. So the next time you are alone in a house, every light on, every room checked, and something in the back of your brain is still absolutely certain something is watching you, you will know what that feeling actually is. Not a glitch, not a ghost. 200,000 years of evolution running exactly as intended. Paying attention so you do not have to.